Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day today and a wonderful day at that. I just want to wish every one of us amazing Thursday morning. So I don't want to waste much time because I want to get this out of the air. Like you see the topic, it says seven money mistakes high income African make in America. The high income earners, the Africans in America, these are the seven mistakes that you make and how to avoid, regrets in retirement. This is something that most people don't like to talk about. Deep down, I know you know, but you don't want to talk about it. That's why I'm bringing it out here so we can discuss. So, my name is Helen Orejobi, as we all know. So, I'm going to start this talk right now and we'll take it from there. So, my brothers and sisters, let me ask you, after all this hustle, all the school fees you're paying, all the hours you're working, will you truly rest in retirement or will you be struggling? These are the questions that nobody wants to talk about, but deep down, I know most of you are thinking about it, right? Too many of our people are working like elephants and retiring like ants. Today, I will open your eyes to seven mistakes I see high earners make, especially if you're Africans and you're living in America. Make sure you grab a pen and paper and write. It's going to be really, really brief. Right, I want to go straight to the point. This is what you're doing that is not going to make you get to that expected retirement goal. Right, so this is making sure that with your money, you deserve the best life that you want, right? And guess what? Making the money is so good. We know how to make money, but do you even know how to make the money work for you? That's the big question I want to ask you today. So, what to do before it's too late is what we're going to be talking about, right? Like I said, my name is Helen or Rejobi. For those meeting me for the first time, right? My name is Helen Orejobi. I'm an agency owner and a financial strategist. I work with professionals, business owners, and leaders, especially in the African community, to protect their wealth, grow it without unnecessary risk, and leave a legacy. And today I'm going to share the same real talk I give my high income earners, my high income clients, my high income ballers and babolas, my Odogu Parara. You know what I mean? These are the same, real talk. We go real, we talk about things real. So if you're earning before, if you're earning, if I say before, I just have an amazing business partner walking to the office, but I'm going to quickly push this out so that I can go back and do what I have to do, right? So if you know you're earning between 120 and 300,000, you are my client. But if you're earning below that, well, like I said, I'm an agency owner. I have a lot of business partners. I have a lot of agents that can jump on the call and help you, right? So you can get to that next level. But if you know you're earning between 120, 300 and above, you want to talk to me, right? Number one thing that I see you doing, number one mistake out of the seven is the tax trap in retirement. A lot of us don't even know that there's something called the trap. Most of you, you're in your 40s, in your 50s, most of you are in your 60s. You've not even figured out a roadmap. You don't have a blueprint. And this is where it bothers me, right? I sit on the call, on Zoom, in person, go to people's homes. And when we talk about stuff like this, I get that aha moment like they know, but nobody's telling you what to do, right? So the fact here is most people retire savings, their retirement savings, the bucket, the portfolio, the things that they want to use in retirement are in a tax deferred account. You know what that account is? Most of you know it. Most of you just do it because, hey, my employer offered it to me. They call it almighty benefit. Your 401k, your IRAs. That means you are just delaying the tax bill. Now, guess what? The reality, if taxes rates go up in future, and surely they will, they will. You could lose 30 to 50% of your retirement income, right? within an African context, tell you what, we came to the Obodo Ibo, we came to America to build, not to give money, especially half of what you sweat for in your old age. People are making money, their tax codes, their loopholes, but you're not tapping into them because you are uninformed, or you are afraid to take the risk, or you're afraid to sit with a professional like myself to look at your numbers and make sure that you got everything right. Ask yourself a question. I want you to go in on the comment section and ask the question, and I'll get back to you on that. Or DM me if you're listening to me on YouTube right now, on Facebook or Instagram, or any other platform that you see this post in future. I want you to comment or DM me directly. Do you know how much tax you will pay on your retirement savings? That is a very valid question. Question number one, write that down. So the second mistake I see people making is locked money, no access without penalties. A lot of you don't understand that your money is locked in. You don't. You don't. The fact here is most most people, most retirement account, most portfolios that you have, touching the money before you are 59 and a half triggers a 10% penalty plus income tax. Most of you don't know this. Most of you know, but you don't care. But let's say you're trying to take out money from those accounts that are, penalty, that has penalty. What if you retire and you're being hit with income tax and you're hit with the penalties? And on top of that, remember the first one I said, right? Taxes. So tell you what, there's a lady that I know had over 500K saved in retirement, but had to borrow money because they couldn't access their own funds. This is the reality of life. When life happens to you, you will be forced to borrow. So now the question now is, how will you beg your bank for money when you are already having millions sitting, as in cooling off in an account that you cannot touch without being hit with those penalties? How does that feel to you? For you to go beg for money when you already have millions sitting, but you are looking at it like, see the money, oh, and no fit touch kind of thing. There are strategies that give you liquidity while still growing wealth. And then number three, no living benefit. Most of you don't understand what living benefit is. Trust me, you want to watch my other videos, or you want to book a call for you to get to know what that is. A living benefit is, if anything happens to me today, what is that clause? What is that insurability clause that can make me still do the things that I'm supposed to do as a breadwinner, as a provider, as a father, even if, right, I'm being hit with all kinds of stuff. The fact here is over 60% of bankruptcies in America are tied or linked to a medical bill. How many of you in healthcare? How many of you have somebody in healthcare? You visited somebody that has been hit with a medical bill and they are like neck deep in this thing. A serious illness like cancer, stroke, a heart attack can wipe out your financial, savings, can wipe you out financially if you can't walk. I'm talking about minimum 3 months to 6 months and above. How do you protect your income, especially when you have properties? You bought that beautiful home, you've bought that car, you've almost finished paying on the note, you've done all kinds of stuff to make sure that you are at the level that at the moment. You started from here, you grew up to this point. How do you sustain yourself if any of such could happen to you in future? We say God forbid, bad thing, right? But wisdom says prepare. So ask yourself, if you couldn't work for 6 months and above, how would your family survive? These are valid questions that you should be asking. You don't need anybody to tell you. These informations are readily available. But like I said, I am only talking to people, high income earners. If you know you make 120 and above, trust me, you want to sit with me and we'll work out a strategy for you. Something that can make you make so much money in retirement and not bother about losing your money. Right? Number four, guess what? thinking work insurance is enough. Most of your employers cover usage, their coverage. Actually, those coverage that they give you, the usage of the coverage is when you are still on the job. But what happens when you get fired or you lose that job? What happens? Are you aware that you're going to lose it? Your coverage, it doesn't continue after you leave your job. It ends. It ends. I'll tell you a story about a very good friend of mine, a big sister who retired healthy at 60, but got denied private insurance at 61 because of a new health issue. A new health issue, right? Most of you, you say, oh, I got my job's got me. I got good benefit and blah, 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 blah. Trust me. I'm sure you're looking at the news and seeing the way they are dropping people like they are dropping the bad habits. Trust me. Trust me, you need to get something solid. Don't be living your life, as if you don't understand what's going on, especially right now in the 2025 that we're in with all the policies changing, right? The current policy your HR gave you is like a tenancy. It has an expiring date. Once you move or you lose the house, trust me, you will lose that coverage. You will lose the coverage. Get something portable, something small that follows you everywhere. You don't even have to worry about what happens, but just get something right now, especially when you can. And then number 5, inflation and market risk. The fact remains that market drops 37%, right? It did drop 37% in 2008. Took over years to recover. Right now, we see the market going up and down with all the tax and all the things happening right now. I don't want to mention what I'm about to mention, but if you are in America, you're in the soil of America, you know what I'm talking about. Go look at your portfolios. You've been hit multiple times. You've been hit multiple times. Inflation means your money buys less every year. That's what it means. The regular money you take to the market. I was talking to somebody the other day, and she said, right, $300 cannot get you a full cut anymore. If market crashes before you retire, now your dream where go crash be that. Forget, let's drop English. Let's go deep. If market crashes before your retirement, we've seen these things happen multiple times. You're sitting down, you're holding on to a system that say we're going to do X, Y, Z. But guess what? The same system is dropping you like a dirty habit, even right now before your retirement. Now, just imagine that portfolio that you have that is left. It drops, it takes a nosedive, right? Before your retirement. Now, so your dream go just scatter gidigba. Ask yourself, do you have a flaw on your retirement savings? Do you have a flaw on your retirement saving that gives you a safety net? And then number 6, most of you don't have any legacy plan. You're just living on default. Especially most of you, if you have, right, any child that is a special need child, see, you don't even think of things that can happen afterwards. You're living in the moment. There are a lot of things you're doing without planning. Your estate could go through probate, get taxed, and even spark family conflict. We see this happening. We're talking about very prominent people. Now let's narrow it down, right? If you are within the bracket of 120 annual income, that's 6 figures and above, you want to make sure that you have a solid plan. Don't work for government and lawyers to enjoy. Let your children inherit the blessings and not fight. Before the money reach their hand, before they even smell them, oga lawyer, oga government don't take their own. It's whatever is left that they hand over to them. That's if they even get any. Tell you what, there's a current family that is in probate court right now. Everything frozen. This certain person had a Rolls Royce, still paying on it. The wife that had never worked for 8 years had to leave their estate. Trust me, if you own asset of over $5.5 million in asset and you're a citizen of America, hey, may I bring and come down? If you be US citizen, you get over 5.5 in asset. I'm talking about life insurance asset. I'm talking about your properties. Most of you that buy properties here and there, you have landed property, you have this, you have that. If they can actually put the sum total of your assets and it gets up to minimum $5.5 million, trust me, you are subject to what is called estate taxes. Estate came through. His estate was inherited by his children. Most of them were minor, some of them were at the age. But guess what? The Uncle Sam that we all have that we don't like, he came through. And in 180 days, they couldn't remit about 48. In other states, about 55%. If you're not able to turn in 48% of your assets, I'm talking about your estate, right? Your heirs, they have only 180 days to remit that percentage to the government. If you're not able to do that, they're going to take that asset. Tell you why someone so profitable, so wealthy, right? Hardworking person was not able to put a protection, bulletproof financial security on what he worked hard for. And at the end of the day, his lovely family had to leave that estate of over $2.5 million home. They left that estate. Now they're in an apartment. She's now trying to figure out how to go and work. You've never worked for a long time. You need work experience, or you need a degree or a certification or somewhat to work. Now, the people that you have, everybody's going to help you just that one time. And after that, what happened? This is a serious situation. So if you know how to make money, you've gotten to that level where you're at six figures, you want to speak to a professional that knows what they're doing. And I'm imploring you to contact me ASAP. Now, number 7, right before I draw out the curtain right here. Most of you are waiting too long. Some people are missing, the insurability timeline. The fact here is once you have a certain diagnosis, it's like pencils up, down. Trust me, you may be uninsurable or premium will skyrocket. You don't want to get to that point, right? Your health, no, they send you text message. It's not texting you, say, oh, God, madam, right? And they come before it change. No, it's not giving you that alert. It's not giving you that notification. It just happens, especially if you're working so hard and you don't know how to, maintain your lifestyle and keep up that lifestyle and make sure you're intentional about your health and what goes through your mouth, your body, your fitness, and your total well-being. You know how to make money, but you don't know how to sustain it. Who knows someone who's waited and then it became too late? Who knows that person? Because I know a lot of people. I see them a lot. And once they come and they're talking to me, oh, Helen, you know what? Right now, I'm ready now. And I'm like, what happened? What changed? You were like, you didn't want it the other time. What changed? Because I offer several things. I don't just do insurance. Insurance is one of the things I do. As a matter of fact, my agents handle that. I don't talk insurance. That's why I'm calling you out. If you're making 6 figures and above, you are my candidate. I don't have any business dealing with people that are beneath, that certain bracket. I'm talking about people that have real cash. I want to help you. That is who I'm calling right now, right? So tell you what, my brother, my sister, you have worked too hard to get here. Don't make these 7 mistakes I just said. Don't make this 7 mistake. Hey, Marakusha, pra. You see me speaking tongues for you now. I'm trying to cool you down so that you go and think. I hope you wrote all those 7 steps, right? That I mentioned, those 7 mistakes that I mentioned. The time to act is now, not when it's too late. Whether you are in your 40s or your 50s, if you are between the ages of 40 to 55 or even 60, you want to reach out to me, right? You still have the chance to secure your wealth, protect your family, and create a legacy, right? So if you want me to help you see exactly where you stand and the best strategies for your situation, send me a private message. If you're watching right now on Facebook, you want to send me a DM, don't go tell me, oh, fine girl. No. That's not what we're doing here. Right? I already know I'm pretty. I don't need you to tell me that. I want to help you. But if you know you're not interested, don't even bother DMing me, right? So you want to DM me the word ready on any platform. If you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, if you're in Clubhouse, listen to me right now. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I go live weekly to teach you how to win the money game. Now, you want to go to my Instagram page, go to the link, click the book that I put there, and you will see a free book guide that will help you, right, to understand most of this concept I'm talking about. Nothing is hidden. You don't have the time to read. That's why I've been able to put it in a simple ebook for you, right? So remember, money is not just about what you've earned. I take that again. Money is not about what you've earned. It's about what you keep. If you're not able to keep money, if this is money, say this is money, right? Let's say this is money and it's piled up in your hands, right? And you're not able to keep it. If the wind comes, will the wind be able to blow your money like this, right? Or is there a protection? If the strong wind comes, like this thing, this money no one move, right? Like, would that happen to your money? Or even if the wind comes and there's a grip on your money, no matter the wind, no matter the inflation, no matter the turbulence in the economy, will your money still stay? You know how to make money, but I want you to get to that point where you're so comfortable knowing how to put a grip on your money, keeping your money, ensuring your money grows and it passes on to the right persons, not to the people that want to use it to do charity case. Meanwhile, there's another video that will come out, or if you go watch the videos that I've done, where we show you how you can own your own charity. Instead of giving out your hard-earned money to Uncle Sam, you're going to tell Uncle Sam, don't worry, I know say you won't give this money to people with the less privilege. I sabi you well. But no worry, I got this. Make me self give this money to people where I sabi. You see what I mean? With a simple 501c that you create, if you are in the six figures, you want to come talk to me so I can show you strategies that nobody is talking about. I'm not talking about life insurance. I told you that is for my agents. I have over 100 agents. You want to talk to me on a high level to protect your asset, show you how you can create portfolios and vehicles that can help you safeguard your money. You now become your own charity boss, like Bill Gates, that resigned, right, in his corporate office and he's traveling around the world and doing whatever he's doing. But guess what? He is going and he's keeping his estate and his money safe. He's doing what we call equity stripping, ensuring that he doesn't pay so much back to Uncle Sam. So if somebody as wealthy as that is doing that, why are you working so hard but you're not learning the strategies that the wealthy know? So let's make your money work for you, not against you. So you want to click the link in my bio and let's get this done, right? Now, I know most of you be like, oh, Helen, what were you saying? This 5 things that you mentioned. Now, I'll tell you what I mentioned. I'm going to give you a recap before I get off. The 7 mistake I see you making every day is number 1, saving where IRS is just waiting to collect from you. Number 2, your money is locked in. You cannot touch it without penalties. Number 3, no protection if illness strikes. Number 4, depending on your work insurance for when disaster happens. But guess what? Your work insurance do disappear when you get fired or you lose that job. And then gambling retirement in the market. No plans for your children to inherit without wahala. Because by the time you don't go, oh God, madam. Hey, now that time you go no say that thought say, this thing what this person give me for no give me. Estate taxes. Estate taxes. Are you aware you can lose your home? You could lose your home that you spent so much money with just something as little as not paying your HOA fee. You don't know that. People lose their homes. You finish paying up your house. For most of you that are engineers like myself, I'm an IT engineer. You have multiple jobs. You're making above 6 figures. You bought that dream home, but you didn't protect that dream home. Now, guess what? You forgot. Oh, I paid down the house. You brag. I don't pay down the house. But you're not the owner of the house, because at some point you still got to pay your taxes. You still got to pay insurance. HOA is still there if you're in a HOA community. Now, what happens if you fail and they put a lien on your property? There's something called a lien. You really want to book an appointment with me and let's work with what you currently have and help you put the right safety net. And then lastly, guess what? Waiting too long until health closes the door on you. Don't let this be your story. You came to the America to build. You came to Obodo Ibo, crossed many seas. Not everybody was able to get that visa that you got right now. If somebody as big and with money as Cubana chief priest could not make it to Davido's wedding because he couldn't get the visa. If Davido's parent in-law, Choma's in-laws couldn't make it because they overstayed. Most people are in that position, but you're here. Why are you not taking advantage of the opportunity that you have? Right? Okay, let's leave that for another day. Lovely wedding, by the way. Guess what? You make sure you came here to build, to sustain, to retain, and to expand, not to struggle in your old age. The best time to protect your money, your future, and your family is now. So DM me ready and let's get this ball rolling for you, right? I sign up right now.